Well, g'day everyone. Today we're having a squiz at Main Sequence. This is the demo for Main Sequence, and quite frankly, it's a game that I'm actually quite excited about. Um, Basically, it's you start off with a ship, and it's up to you to create your own industrial empire in space, building space stations and spaceships and stuff. There's a lot of automatic production lines that you create and all that type of stuff, automated production lines and stuff like that. It's going to look, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. But what we will do is we'll get stuck straight into a game, which is right there. And we won't skip the tutorial. We will go straight into the tutorial. And let's just name that to YouTube 01. And let's just do a random seed. All right, beautiful. Let's create this world and get stuck into Main Sequence. Having a big sip of coffee there. All right, Commander, report to the control room. Well, if I'm the commander, then there's no point in you commanding me to report to the control room, right? Explore the ship using WASD, mouse to look, interact with different machines and consoles on the ship. No worries. Where are we actually going? We're going to the command room. Or the control room. There's space and all of that, all of those minerals and stuff to grab. All right, how do we get in here? Control room is up this way. That's how we get into here. So you can see up in the top right hand side we've got stations and ships. So I'm guessing this is what we actually own and stuff. We will be arriving at the drop site shortly. I'm sure you've read it many times already, but protocol requires that I go over the mission briefing again. Cool. As a part of the mission, the Main Sequence initiative, your mission is to prepare this solar system for human colonization by setting up a network of space stations to automate the extraction and refinement of the natural resources here. Once you get some infrastructure set up, your primary goal should be to obtain the slipstream drive. What does it do? The slipstream tongue twister. The slipstream drive will allow you to travel freely between sectors and is currently the most advanced technology you are authorized for. Due to budget constraints, we're limited in the technology and resources we can include in your department kit or deployment kit. As you establish automated industrial production, you're instructed to analyze the items you produce and send the data back to HQ to unlock more advanced technology. Cool. I like that. I'd like to speak to the person who wrote that. Budget was one of those options. Do you have any questions? What about reports of hostile alien relics? Yeah, there have been a few concerning reports of such artifacts. Your ship comes with standard issue plasma cannons, but if you encounter strong resistance, you'll have to research advanced weapons and upgrade your ship. Do you have any questions? I'm ready to get started. Your ship is waiting for you in the hangar. Good luck out there. Thank you, Captain. I thought this was going to be our ship. This is definitely a big ship, isn't it? Frontier Heavy Industries. It's looking big. It's looking big, guys. All right, cool. Let's. It'd be cool to see some of this stuff moving around. I don't know what type of sort of resources that are drained from your system and stuff. I have this set to ultra, so this looks like our ship. Look at that. Where do we go? Down this way, I'm guessing. All right, down there somewhere. Go to the hangar. Let's do that, shall we? Can we get in here? How do we go to the hangar? Well, we can't go to the hangar there, can we? Is this an elevator? Yes. Let's call the elevator and let's head to the... How do we know what floor the hangar's on? Is it on hangar? It'd be nice if it told me. Ah, yes, it's on hangar. All right, Frontier Heavy Industry. I thought this was going to be our corporation, not theirs. Looks like they've opened that up. I wonder what resource that is. Let's have a squiz at this. Okay, so we've got some weapons and stuff like that on there as well. Let's go up the stairs. Let's move into here. What do we have in here? Pressurized. That's the reactor. Okay, cool. We can probably says that we can go in there and configure. So we insert fuel and stuff like that in there, which is good. What else do we have in here? We've got a workstation and, well, it's an entire workstation, isn't it? Allows us to do hull plates, lightweight frames, and repair kits. That's pretty cool. And hydrogen fuel, nickel plates, and titanium plates. All right, lovely. Is this one different? No, that one's the same as well. Cool, cool. All right, and here we are. So board and scout the start. Board the scout and start piloting. All right, let's get into here. Throttle up W, roll A and D, steering like that. Okay, cool. F to undock. And off we go. All right, lovely. There we go. Here's the spacecraft where it doesn't hold the thing. Scan for resources. Let's hold V. And we'll scan for resources. So it's showing a whole pile of resources around. There we go, nickel ore. There's a lot of nickel ore and stuff there. So I think we might go and do that. So it wants us to mine 50 nickel ore, 50 water, ice, and 50 titanium. So use the ship's weapons to harvest asteroids. Right. Okay. Use the tractor beam to pull it in using the ship's inventory with right mouse. Okay, and open the ship's inventory to... Okay, cool. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. It's nothing like blowing up an asteroid, right? So we need 50 of these. Let's suck all of those into our inventory. Do we have a... I wonder whether we have a heat. Do we have a heat on that? Seems like we do. I don't know whether it's a heat or whether it's charge or not. Okay, so we've got 50 of those. Now we need to get 100 titanium. Let's do another scan. And we need water ice. So let's go over to here and get some water ice. Lovely. And we need 50 water ice, so that's cool. It is a different color. So we'll head into here. Right, there we go. 50 of these. Well, we've already got 50, so that's pretty cool. We can go into tab into our inventory and we can see what we've got at any particular time. Let's do another scan. Titanium. Kind of shows us where stuff is. There's a titanium asteroid over there, and we need 100 of these. I don't think it'll take us long to get 100, so... Ship doesn't feel too bad to fly. It feels a little, sort of a little arcadey, which I guess you would kind of expect in this style of game, but not quite as arcadey as what spacecraft does. So let's head into here, and we'll get close enough to this, and we'll grab some. There's a lot of titanium and stuff out here. You can see some up in the top left-hand side there and stuff as well. All right, let's get that. Okay, we'll bring that in. It wants us to craft. It wants us to craft titanium plates, hull plates, and lightweight frames. Okay, let's jump out of here and have a squiz. So we want 25 titanium plates. which are there. Control and left mouse button does a certain amount. Cool. It wants 5 hull plates. They're nickel plates. Lightweight frames. Hull plates. How many does it want of hull plates? 5. So if we hold down control and left mouse button, or do we have to wait for that? We probably have to wait for that to happen as well. And that's in the assembler. Maybe the refinery's that piece over the right hand side there. I don't think that I think there's all sort of interconnected and interlocked. So let's get these, and I'm probably going to do one too many, but we've got plenty of resources though. We've got build, we've got map, we've got T down the bottom there as well, whatever T is. And K looks like knowledge. Y looks kind of fleetish. So I wonder whether we do make ourselves a fleet or not. That'd be interesting to know, because we are going to need to protect ships and stuff like that if there's aliens and stuff around. Let's hold down control and craft 5 of those, which will be good. So that's crafting those now. There we go. And see, I don't think we can use this at the same time, right? And then what does it want? It wants 5 lightweight frames as well. Okay, so let's craft 5 of those. And it kind of shows on there a number of how many you can actually make as well, which is really cool. So we can get 5 of those, and we are done. Beautiful. Open the station builder from the pilot seat. Construct a starter station. While sitting in the pilot seat, hit B. Right, let's get into here. Hit B. Start a station. Okay, is there any way we can... Well, no, we don't want to do that. Are we doing like a starter... Is this a starter space station or what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is there a way we can look outside? What does T do? Technology and research. Okay, can we go C to look outside? Can we scroll to look outside? No, it doesn't look like we can. All right, so start a station. Let's build that there. Okay, fly close to the docking arm and a prompt to commence docking will appear. Is this the docking arm here? F to dock with station. Okay. And we are there. All right, so we've actually docked to the station now, which is cool. Select machine to build a reactor to power the machines on a station. All right, cool. So this looks like it's our space station area. What's this? A designer. Okay, let's hit B, and we want to build a reactor. We need 5 lightweight frames and 10 magnetic coils. All right. Oop. Let's see. So we're probably going to need to make maybe about 50 of those, I reckon. So that we can make... I can't remember how many it was. I think it was 5 of those, I think. Yeah, 5 lightweight frames and 10 magnetic coils. I don't think we have the materials to make magnetic coils yet, do we? So they require nickel plates. So after we've done this, I don't think we can queue up. We can queue up. So let's do maybe 30 of those. And then let's do 30 of those, because we're going to need hydrogen fuel as well once we've built the reactor. So that's fine. We might actually cancel that order, because we need to make 5 of those. So let's cancel Let's cancel that order now. Add that to the queue. Oh, it actually does it separately. That's pretty cool. So let's do 40 of these, or 30 of those will be really, really cool. And how many of these did we need? We needed, let's have a look. In our B, we need 10 magnetic coils. All right, cool. At least it sort of does it separately, like the assembler and the refinery. They work separately, which is really, really cool. Let's do 10 of those. And then we'll leave that running. And we'll do some more of those. And we'll add some more of those to it as well. I'm glad that you can actually like stack them up like that, which is really, really cool. So we've got enough stuff there. We've got the stuff that we need there to build what we need to build, which is a reactor. Oh, where do we get them from, though? Where do we grab them from? Nope, don't do that. Here, from here. So we'll throw those in our inventory, and we will throw those in our inventory. Whoop. Can we shift click? Yeah, we can. All right, perfect. That's what we need. Let's go over and hit B and build ourselves this reactor. Now, where is the reactor going to be? Geez, it's fairly big, isn't it? Do we build it in the middle of the room? Should we build it in the middle of the room? I'm going to, I think. I'm going to build it right there. Cool. Okay, lovely. Restore power. So insert some fuel, which we will have over here, which is actually being built at the moment. Let's go into there and grab those. Looks like we've got more to go, but we will insert those now. That reactor is huge. Let's throw that in there. I wonder how long fuel lasts for. A refined fuel source. Build a refinery and build a science lab now. So we're making stuff now. For a refinery, we need, again, magnetic coils, lightweight frames, and a science lab needs lightweight frames and capacitors. It only needs 2 capacitors, so. All right, cool. Let's go into here and we'll build 1, 2 of those. Build those, and we will build those as well. Cool. I think we need some more lightweight frames. So let's stop that, and then we'll get some more happening after that. Right. Wait for this to be made. I was actually wondering whether we could, I still wonder whether we can actually, at some point in time, whether we can actually, like end up sort of building a permanent mine on one of those. That's our ship down there. A permanent mine on one of those asteroids or not. But I'm assuming that they're finite. Let's do our science lab here. Can we rotate? Yeah. I don't know which way to do it. Probably that way. And then let's build our refinery over here. Tuck it right in the corner there. Right, lovely. Cool. Mission complete. Press tab to select a new mission. Automation, ship upgrading, or computation science. Let's accept that. Research silica refining. So we've got to do that over here, right? Research tree. Silica refining, which is right there. How do we do that? Add to queue. Right. Let's research that technology. Do we need basic circuits before we can do that? Well, no, we don't, because we've got basic refining. So why is it... looks like it needs some items by the looks of it. Okay, okay. What do we got up here? Let's have a look at what this is doing now. We've got some of that. Got some more of these. We've got some more fuel there, which we can actually put in our machine. I don't know why it kind of sometimes it kind of separates them a little bit as well. We'll let all that build. What's this? This is a repair kit used for basic repairs, so we're going to throw that into here so that we've got it. Let's just again work out exactly how we actually use this here. So we need to throw some materials in here, do we? Research item list, hull plate. Okay, so if we throw hull plates in there, that should work. All right, cool. Let's go and make ourselves some hull plates, which we definitely can make. So we'll go into here and let's make 15 of those. We'll let those go. They actually use up a lot of these titanium plates, don't they? I think 3 per. So we're going to need to throw some more of those on. And we're probably going to... We can probably continue to make nickel plates as well, couldn't we? Like, I don't see why we couldn't. Let's grab those. And we'll head over here and we'll put those in the science lab. Right there. So research item list, hull plates. Let's throw those in there. Like that. And that will use those to actually research the technology, right? Cool. So if we have a look at our research tree, you can see we're going to need 30 by the looks of it. How many did we actually throw in? Not 30, so we're going to have to make 30 to be able to research silica refining. That's fine, we can do that. So we need more hull plates. It's making all of this, so we're going to have to go and get ourselves some more titanium as well, I reckon. And I reckon these are made out of water and ice. They are. Right, cool. Let's just let these go. We'll go into there. We'll continue to make these as they pop through. So we've got 14 there. I can't remember how many we actually put in. Look at the reactor. I don't mind the machines here. It kind of reminds me a bit of Satisfactory, like the machine design and stuff like that. Research item list. Let's throw more of those in there. And yeah, we're still a fair way away, so we still need to make more of those and throw more of those in, which means we're going to need more titanium, right? We might be able to get enough out of it. I don't think so, because there's only sort of 5 there that we can make, so which is fine. Now, I do wonder whether we have storage and stuff on here as well, whether we actually end up being able to build some storage rather than just... I mean, we've got the ship inventory here, but can we expand the ship inventory? I'm pretty sure that we probably can, because our ultimate goal is to build space stations and ships as well. So let's throw those up there. There's 13. Oh, we're going to come very, very close, but not quite. So let's go and get ourselves some more titanium, shall we? Right, we'll jump into here and we will undock. And we'll go and get some more titanium, which will be this here, I reckon. We'll just stock right up on it. We probably need to get ourselves some more nickel as well. But at any particular time, it looks like we can just jump out of the seat and start processing some of this stuff. There we go. Grab all of that. And this is where we probably want to just jump out. Throw some of that stuff in here to be created. I don't want to do all. So let's do 2 stacks. Let's do 150. 150 will be alright, I reckon. And we'll let that go. The other thing that I did want to do was go into here and throw some more of this in. Auto insert. Okay. Alright, sweet. Let's grab ourselves maybe a little bit more titanium. But I think we need to grab probably some of this and then some ice and water as well. So we'll get some more nickel and stuff. Because what do we got in our inventory? Oh, we do have a fair bit of nickel, don't we? So I think we've got a fair bit of stuff there. Now it looks like these weapons are also the weapons that we use to defend ourselves as well. So they're just straight plasma cannons. So there's no actual mining beam either. I do wonder whether or not... Whereabouts is our space station? It was here somewhere. What's that down there? Is this the nickel? It just looks a little bit different. Yeah, that's just the nickel. I thought we might have come across some gold. Okay, whereabouts is silica? It's around here. There's a silica asteroid over here, so we'll go down and we'll grab some of this silica. Because we are researching silica refining at the moment anyway, so we might as well just grab some of this while we're here. Just move in a little bit closer, that'll probably do. We'll drag all of those over. I mean, you can hold both buttons at once, draw everything in as well as fire at the same time. But if you take your finger off firing, we have our inventory is full. Holy moly, it is too. Silica, we got heaps. Doesn't take long to mine this stuff, does it? Now, whereabouts is our station? That's the good question. Right, if we have a look at the map, loading the map. Our station is over here. Right mouse button to add a marker. Didn't seem to add the marker yet, did down there. No, can't see it anywhere. Right. That's going to be a little bit shitty, isn't it? There it is. I couldn't see it in amongst all of these asteroids and everything. It's crazy. Let's head over in this direction. And we'll scoot into here. We'll head across to here. And we shall dock. Right, the automatic docking is a little bit it's a little bit basic. I kind of like it feel a little bit more real, I reckon. What do we got here? We've kind of run out of space, haven't we? Let's maybe refine some, well, we can't refine silica yet. So we've definitely run out of space there. Let's go over and look in here. Look in our power overview. We should be doing that. What's going on? Why isn't it working? Have we gone... Oh, we've run out of power, haven't we? Wow. Holy moly. Okay, so you need to produce a fair bit of power. All right, let's get rid of that and get rid of that. Come on, I want to get rid of that. It won't let me get rid of it. Let's make all of those. There we go. Now it'll let me get rid of it. Cool. It kind of doesn't stack everything here either. It kind of sort of semi-stacks and breaks it up a little bit, but that's okay. Let's maybe throw some silica in there. We'll get some more of those happening after we've done the silica. Let's throw a little bit of nickel in there as well, just so that it's out of the way, hey? So that we've got enough room in there for the stuff that we're creating. Right, cool. And then we'll grab these. We'll go and put those in and get it moving, at least. There we go. Throw you in there and get everything powered up again. Grab that. And at least we know that that it is working now, so cool. We'll throw you in there as well. Beautiful. So we shouldn't be too far away. I think we're probably about 3 off. So if we make another 3, servo motor. All right, so we need to learn how to make servo motors and stuff like that as well. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the actual manufacturer and stuff here as well. Get that. We're going to need more water and ice as well, so we're going to have to head out and get some of that too. The last thing we want is for our ship to run out of power as well. Let's keep that going. And we should start making some more of those plates, which will be cool. And we're going to have to go and get more water and ice. We're bloody running out of room, most definitely. All right, there we go. Lovely. Plates. Where are the plates? There. Let's make another 20 of those. And I think it was only 3 more that we needed. Was it 3 more that we needed? Yeah, I reckon it was. So we'll take 3, and then we'll just let the rest of them build themselves. Let's throw that in there. Throw those in there, and yeah, we only needed 2, but that's okay. That is going to do it for us. What else can we actually build? So we've got an assembler here, which needs capacitors, a machine used to automate the manufacture of basic items. And we've got small storage here, which stores 16 slots. So we need titanium plates for that, which is good. Research basic circuits. What do we require to research basic circuits? Add to queue. And it should tell us what we require. Hull plates or servo motors. So hull plates give us 1 research. How many do we need? We need 30 to research that as well. Okay, cool. So we make 30 more hull plates. then I want to make 5 of those. And then we need to make 30 of these for our research, but we can get our research moving anyway, which will be fine. All right, cool. Let's grab those like so, and we should be able to build some storage now. We need titanium plates for storage. So let's maybe grab some titanium plates. There we go. And let's build ourselves some more hull plates. We'll get the hull plates into here. Where are you, hull plates? I didn't bloody get them, did I? No, I didn't. All right. Let's maybe build ourselves some storage. 2 of 5 titanium plates. Did I only get 2? Oh my god, you're an idiot, Simi. You're an absolute idiot. Let's chuck some more of those in there. That should be plenty to research that. And then we should be able to build some storage here. Like so. And in the storage, we should be able to start keeping this stuff, I think. Magnetic coils, we'll keep those in there as well. And titanium plates, probably not. I think we'll keep manufactured stuff in there. Titanium plates, yeah, aren't manufactured stuff. So, all right, what else do we need? We probably want to build ourselves some more of these as well. Add some more of these plates on. We'll let everything just build itself away. Beautiful. What else can we build? We can build, if we get some lightweight frames and some more capacitors. I think we can do that. Let's build ourselves some lightweight frames. We'll grab those hull plates. But it looks like you can't build out of the inventory, which is a little bit disappointing. So it'd be nice to be able to sort of, you know, draw resources from the storage and stuff, but it doesn't look like we can on this. So we'll build these, get those happening. We should be able to grab those capacitors out of there, and then we should be able to build ourselves. We needed 5 lightweight frames, so we'll grab 5 lightweight frames, and then we should be able to build ourselves a manufacturing. What the hell? Colliding. Oh, really? Well, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? There's nowhere to build the bloody thing because it's colliding. What if we rotate it? It's not going to make any difference. What's it colliding with? No, it's definitely not going to go in there. All right. Okay. Which means we can't make it. Can we actually... We've got 13 left in there. I was just wondering whether we could actually move this. But I don't think we can. So that's going all right. That's still working. That's still researching there. Cool. It wants us to do to finish off these basic circuits. So we're a fair way away for now on that. While we're doing that, let's have a look at this. Open designer, edit station design. So it looks like we can actually make extra blocks. Requires 10 hull plates, which we can do. What are the functional blocks? Dock, command module. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's go and get ourselves another plate. And we should be able to build that, and then we can build the manufacturing thing in there. Plates. Yes, let's grab those. There, there, there. Oh no, actually they're wafer cells, so they've got to stay up there because they're used to produce other stuff. Right, cool. Let's grab that as well. We've got plenty of those. And we'll go and see if we can add on to this station a bit. Build ourselves a manufacturing thing. Let's go into here, edit station design, and how do we build it? Modification cost, apply changes. There we go. Beautiful. That out this side here, which is pretty cool. I reckon we're probably better off putting the refinery we will be able to use storage as well, won't we? So we could build, because we can't do conveyor belts yet, right? But we can do a refinery, do a storage in the middle, connect it to a refinery, and connect it to that as well. So I don't know whether we can actually undo these or not. If we go into build mode, can we actually move these? Decorations, machines. It doesn't show that we can actually move them. But you'd think we'd be able to destroy them, wouldn't you? You'd think so. Okay, so we need more titanium plates. Let's see if we can build. They look like they're station dock, rename, requires logistics, rename station, rename dock. There we go. All right, cool. Let's just pop into here. Let's grab some of those plates and we'll keep these ones going. I think that's kind of all we needed for the storage as well. So if we went here and we built a storage here, doesn't really tell you whether there's any ins and outs. So if we build that there, then we go into there and we build ourselves. No, the storage is supposed to go in the middle, you wanker. An assembler or a refinery. We need some magnetic coils. I believe we have some over here. We do have magnetic coils. Let's go over here and build ourselves a refinery, which should connect to that, right? Yeah, it does. And then we should be able to build ourselves an assembler as well. If we build another one of those, right, in here, like that, and then we build ourselves an assembler, like that, then that should actually be a production, shouldn't it? Let's save that off there. And if we access that and throw some of this stuff in here, then we should actually, and we configure this refinery, then we can make some of those, can't we? If we remove that, no, I didn't put the right stuff in. Titanium plates, it looks like we can remove stuff with X. So if we go over to here and we go to X, let's remove that and remove that as well, which will be fine. Then we can get out of that. Well, we do have titanium ore in there. Yeah, all right. Looks like we're going to need to... I was hoping that we'd be able to connect them up that way. Disable port. Configure refinery. That's manufacturing. That's container. Okay. All right, that makes it a little bit hard, doesn't it? Probably because we haven't got that far yet. But I thought I was being a little bit smart. Research computation science. Right. Computation science. Where is computation science? Right over there. Which means we need to research logistics. Add that to the queue. And that only requires 10. How many do we have in there? We've got 4, so we need another 6 of those. Which we can do easily enough. Let's just jump back in here and do 10 of those. Cool. We'll get those made. And we're just going to have to delete everything, I think, and like reconfigure it all again. Like those conveyor belts, which is fine. We can quite easily do that. All right. How are we going there? We needed another 6 of these, I think, didn't we? So we'll wait until they're done. Just organize some of that. Let's take all of those. And I'm guessing that this stuff is probably going to run a little bit better, isn't it? We've run out of fuel again, haven't we? Let's throw those into there. How much fuel do we have? We've still got 9 on board. So let's go into here, grab this stuff. We'll grab all of that out. We'll go into X and we'll delete that and that and that and that. And then we'll set this area up as manufacturing once we have this next piece of research done, which it's nearly done now, and that'll give us underground belts, it'll give us conveyor belts, and it'll give us splitters as well. Sweet, that'll be good. That's nearly done there, and it's going to take us a while to get to computational science or computation science. So there's a fair bit in this, isn't there? So let's add that to the queue, and that's going to require 30. But what we can do now is we can actually build storage right there. We can build refinery, which we'll put over here. Right, cool. So that'll refine, and then I think we'll go from there into some more storage, which we'll put over here, right? Like that. Crap. That probably was not what we wanted to do. Let's go back into build, go into there and build that there. Cool. All right, then to build these, we need nickel plates. So if we go and get some nickel plates, what else do we need? We need nickel plates and titanium plates. All right, beautiful. Let's head into here. Let's grab some of those, and let's grab some more of those. Add more of those. 100 of each of those, and then we've got to go and get ourselves some more fuel as well. So I'm hoping that this is how it's going to work. Right. B, we go from here, rotate that around, into there. Like that. We go from there into there like that. Then what we should be able to do, I think, is if we put, say we put titanium ore in there, like that, and we set this up to make titanium plates, then we should see them go through there. Sweet. Perfect. Now, can we also throw that in there? No, we can't. That messes it up. All right. Interesting. Take nickel ore. All right, so you can only make one product per machine, which is perfectly fine, because what we could do is we can go, let's actually just try building this. I know that it's starting to run pretty long, but if we throw this in here and then we go into here and we go from, let's rotate that to there and into there, right? Then we go in here and we do nickel plates there. Then we should be able to throw our nickel in there as well, right? Take nickel ore, take nickel ore, take nickel ore. Why is it coming out? Okay, that may need to be something that they think about. Do we need 2 containers for everything? Looks like we kind of do. So if we turn this off, if we get rid of that and cancel that, let's get X out and remove that. Let's go into there. And we'll grab those. We'll let that run into there for now. And what we're probably going to have to do is... it seems as though we can only have one type of... I'm glad that you can walk through these. They've actually made that pretty easy. It seems to have bugged out on the ore that it's doing. So if we go into there and we just take all of that, it's kind of combined the ore and called it all nickel ore. So that I think might be a little bit of a bug there. Right. Cool. So if we went into there and we build ourselves another storage, like so, right? Then we could probably in here put nickel ore, right? And we could build that from here into there, and then that'll start storing that stuff as well. I'm hoping that that doesn't, yeah, it doesn't mess it up at all. Okay, cool. So that's the kind of thing that we want. Now we also want to manufacture ourselves some more of these, and we do need to get ourselves more nickel. Not more nickel, sorry. We need to get ourselves some more titanium, so we can make more titanium plates, which is perfectly fine. We can do that because we do have to head out. We don't have any titanium, but we do have nickel ore, which we can throw into there. Lovely. Lovely. And then from there, we can withdraw from there into a manufacturing facility, which would be pretty good. Easy. Even if you sort of built another room on there and then just brought these conveyors into a massive manufacturing system in there, that would be pretty cool. And we can have like different materials going into there as well, which would be really cool too. So, right, I'm getting a little bit distracted with this, and I've been going for nearly an hour, but I'm actually, yeah, I'm very excited about this. I am very, very excited about this, and this is probably going to be one that gets a lot of gameplay from me, most definitely. So, especially when we start doing stuff like, you know, all of the underground stuff and configuring things and sort of setting up, because if we have a look on here, we've got underground belts, so they go underground, which is pretty cool. We've got splitters and all that type of stuff. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is our main sequence. If you want to check it out, there is a link below. Frontier Industries, we can get out there and do some mining and do some massive manufacturing. Looking forward to seeing what we have in relation to the building and all of that type of stuff, like building ships and stuff as well as the combat and all that. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. Bye.